Alright, I just thought of something today that I was like, hey, this is a really easy way to make money in Trade League. Something I'd be doing if I was in Trade League, which I'm not, but is the idea I had. I'm sure people already know about this, obviously, but um, I just double checked in trade and it still seems possible and is like probably the easiest currency maker you can do right now. You can do this like watch a TV show on a second monitor or whatever, and while you're doing this, it's really laid back. So basically, the idea here is you're going to buy a bunch of maps in bulk, right? Tier 14 or above, doesn't matter, it just has to be tier 14. So what you're gonna do is, you're just gonna run in, spawn the first influence pack of Eater or Exarch, whichever one is worth more. They're probably the same, but you can double check. And you run in, you pop the first pack, you'll see like the little influence explosion. It'll either be red for Exarch or blue for Eater. And then you leave the map, and then you get progress towards the invite. And then it's every 28 maps you get the invite. So you don't actually need to kill the boss each time. Each map, you can just run in, pop the influence. I'll show you what that looks like here. You just open any tier 14 map, don't have to roll it or anything, just white map. You run in, kill some mobs till the influence pops, which will be right now. See, there it is. You saw like the blue stuff go out. That's the influence. And then you can see it progressed one. It was at 17, now it's at 18. What you'll do is your Atlas, it doesn't matter. Doesn't have to. I have it in a boss rushing setup right now, but you would make sure you don't have that node. But you basically just make sure you want to have this node on, 10% chance to award double progress. And then you just burn maps over and over. You just kill that first pack, or you kill the first few packs, and then you get the influence to spawn. I showed it right there. And then there you go. You do that until it gets to 28. You'll have to check it every so often, just because you won't know, you won't know when this procs, so you'll have to check it. You could probably, you do like 20 maps in a row and check it. You don't have to check it each time, obviously. But, yeah, so. The profit, let's see what you get for profit here. Just doing some quick calculations. So, right now, price is around 4C. I had people in stream doing this reliably, so you should be able to get the maps if you want to do this. You can either buy it through the trade site, or using the trading Discord, the Forbidden Trove, to buy maps in bulk. You just buy a ton of maps, tier 14 or above. You need to stress that point. They need to be tier 14 or above. So right now you can buy 28, which would be a full invite. It would actually end up being a little bit less in reality. On average, you'll get an invite every 26 maps or so because of that double progress node I just showed you. So really, about 104C on average per invite for you. And then the invites go for around 1.2 exalts. So we can see here 104. These are 1.2 exalts. An exalt right now, I'll say, conservative price is 170. See? Right? And then so you get 1.2. So you get 204 chaos, and you spent 104. So you're getting 100 chaos there. And if you get a really fast character with a lot of movement speed and like Righteous Fire, you just run through. You don't even have to click any buttons other than your movement skill. You just run through real quick. It pops. There you go. Every 26 maps or so, you get 100C. Now, if you're doing this on like you really make a character with a lot of movement speed and like Righteous Fire, so you don't have to actually like take your time to kill anything. You just run through. You could probably do that about every 5 minutes. 5 to 7 minutes if you're going at a reasonable fast pace. Even if it's only like, even if it takes you 10 minutes, you're still making a lot of money doing this. So let's say you could use 6 minutes per invite. You got a reasonably fast character. Around 6 minutes is what I was averaging when pumping things out in SF with my access maps. So you'll do about 10 times per hour. So that's 104 times 10 is 1040. So you're making about 1040 chaos per hour, which is 6 exalts. Which is pretty good when you note that this takes no investment other than the maps. You don't need to have like an atlas setup, anything fancy. You don't need to roll maps. So you're saving money. You're not rolling maps. Don't need sextants, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And you add that in with the fact that you can watch videos or like a movie or a TV show on the side. You basically have to pay no attention to this. It's like, making 6 exalts an hour doing basically nothing. That requires very little attention. And so just thought of that. It's certainly still doable at this point. I haven't tested it in trade, obviously, because I'm SF, but people in my chat were doing it. And pretty good strat if you want a laid back way to make some money. Or if you're having trouble setting anything up for making money, like if you're a newer player, this is a good way to do it. If you're a new player, you really don't have to think about anything. You really just need to make sure you have this node. You just need to, make sure you have the influence clicked, and that is it. The map itself doesn't matter, it just needs to be tier 14 plus. And like, favorite, subscribe.